The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, there's been reports from BoxingScene.com, shout out to the fine folks at BoxingScene.com, that Chocolatito Gonzalez and Gallo Estrada, the third fight, the Trilogy fight, is moving towards a deal for October the 16th. Now, that's not that far away. Right now it's August 19th, I think, August 19th. So we're talking about just a little bit over 60 days from the time of this video that I'm shooting it. That's great news for boxing. Boxing had a really bad summer with all these fights getting canceled, and boxing needs an incredibly strong fourth quarter. And luckily we're getting fights like Joshua Usyk and Wilder Fury 3 and things like that. But it needs more. It needs more to make up for what we didn't get this summer. So with that being said, and with that being accounted for, this is great news, because this matchup is one of the best matchups in boxing. We saw it earlier this March. It was one of the best fights you're ever going to see between Chocolatito and Gallo Estrada. I thought Chocolatito was absolutely masterful in that performance defensively and didn't get credit for it. And they took his place in history away by not giving him the decision. They robbed him. But either way, it was a great fight. Both fighters performed very well. And the third fight is going to be very interesting because these two have boxed 24 rounds. There hasn't been one knockdown. Doesn't look like anybody's been too hurt or buzzed. So something's got to give in the third fight. There's no way in hell that Gallo Estrada and Chocolatito can fight for a third consecutive time and it go the full 12-round distance. It's hard for me to fathom. It's hard for me to see the fight going 12 rounds again. I don't know if I could see that again. But Xanafer Boxing, the people that are in charge, they call the shots and maneuver Gallo Estrada's career. Xanafer Boxing has confirmed themselves that Gallo Estrada is back in training camp and he's preparing for the third fight. So that's good. That's good welcome news. And I'm looking very forward to seeing what kind of adjustments these fighters make to each other, because these are two of the smartest fighters in boxing. These are two of the smartest fighters boxing has produced in the last 10 to 20 years. I mean, boxing IQ of both these guys off the charts. And seeing the chess match, the aggressive war of attrition chess match that you tend to get with Chocolatito and Estrada, it's something to watch, and sometimes if you don't really understand what's going on in that ring, it's kind of hard to absorb everything these guys are doing at one time, because there's so much going on at such rapid speed, and it's hard to process. But this fight's definitely one worth getting excited for. This fight's definitely one worth circling on the calendar if it gets finalized. And they're saying that people fully anticipate that on the undercard of that fight, you're gonna have Rung Visai versus Quadras, which is gonna be a great fight as well, a rematch of their 2014 fight, which ended on a head clash and a technical decision. So a lot of good things happening in boxing in the small weight classes. This fight will also impact the future of Joshua Franco, who just beat Maloney this weekend. Joshua Franco got caught up in a long-winded trilogy that he really wasn't trying to get caught up in. And now he will get a shot to prove his worth in the division, as whoever wins the Trilogy fight, if it happens, could be due to fight Joshua Franco. So a lot of moving parts going on when it comes to this deal, when it comes to other fighters in the division. There is no bigger fight in this division. There is no bigger fight for me personally as a boxing fan. There is no bigger fight for me as a boxing fan. And I'll be honest, I wasn't planning on traveling the rest of this year, but when it comes to Chocolatito and supporting him, some things you just got to make exceptions for. And I don't know how many more fights Roman Gonzalez has left in his career, and I've seen him fight in person. What is it now, like 3 times? So why not make it a fourth? Why not make it a fourth? I would be absolutely delighted to go out there and watch Chocolatito versus Estrada duke it out for a third time. To fight that boxing fans, I'm sure will get excited for. It's a fight that gets the fan bases of both these fighters, the Mexican fan base and the Nicaraguan fan base, especially the Nicaraguan fan base, because look, Nicaragua doesn't have as much great fighters as Mexico. So when Chocolatito fights, the people come out, and you'd be surprised, man. These Nicaraguan fans, they're at Chocolatito fights against any Mexican fighter. There's just as many Chocolatito fans as there are for fighters of the Mexican fighter, for fans of the Mexican fighter in places like Texas and in California, and that's when you know a fighter is special. But I'm not gonna ramble too much longer. That's the news. Chocolatito and Gallo Estrada not finalized yet, but they've already confirmed Gallo Estrada is back in training camp, and they're looking at October the 16th. So yeah, we'll definitely be covering this as more developments are reported. But let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about a third fight between these two, and who do you favor in the third fight? Leave your comments down below. Make sure you take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.